talking to the Lord this week, and He gave me permission to pray in Spanish. Let's pray together. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, en la tierra y en todo lugar, muchas gracias, Señor, por este día que tú nos concedes, Padre, la bendición de ver a cada uno de nuestros hijos, a cada uno de estos hijos tuyos, Padre, llegar a este momento en sus vidas. Aquí estamos reunidos, Señor, la comunidad de Altus, Jackson County, líderes civiles, líderes espirituales, maestros, y cada uno de nosotros venimos para estar juntos, tomados de la mano, pidiéndote en este momento, oh Dios, en el nombre poderoso de Cristo Jesús, que tú bendigas, Señor, cada estudiante. Padre, yo te ruego, por favor, que tú los guíes, que tú prosperes sus vidas, que tú los cuides, Señor, que ellos permitan que tú puedas guiarlos para que ellos puedan hacer buenas decisiones a partir de este día. Yo te ruego, Señor, que tú los cuides, los protejas, guárdalos del mal, del peligro. Manténlos, Señor, lejos de la maldad, del pecado. Y Padre, yo te ruego que tu ángel acampe alrededor de ellos y los defienda. Te ruego que el amor tuyo, la gracia de nuestro Señor Jesucristo y la participación de tu Santo Espíritu sea con todos ellos y con todos nosotros, ahora y siempre. En el nombre de Jesús oramos. Amén.
Please be seated. Please welcome Dr. Chad Wigington, Western's president.
Well, good evening, and welcome to commencement at Western Oklahoma State College. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely our honor that you are sharing this time with us to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates that are before us. We thank you for your attendance, but more importantly, we thank you for the support that you have given each and every one of them along their journey. Very rarely is an individual able to reach this milestone without some help along the way. Maybe you provided financial support. Maybe you were the primary care provider for a student with a child. Or maybe you were just a phone call away when someone needed a little encouragement. So on behalf of our Board of Regents, our faculty, and our staff, we want to say thank you for the support that you've given each of these graduates. So graduates, take just a couple of seconds to look up there, find those who have supported you, wave at them, blow them a kiss, give them a fist bump, make some noise. Due to the pandemic, last year we were forced to hold a virtual ceremony. So being with you here tonight is a blessing that we do not want to overlook. And along those lines, I would say that the graduating classes from 2020 and 2021 have overcome obstacles and hurdles that no other class before them has had to endure. The fact that you are sitting here tonight is a testament to your dedication and true passion for higher education. Some of you don't know this, but I too am a Western graduate. In 1997, a few years ago, I sat just where you are sitting. My time here as a student had a major impact on my life. So seeing this sea of green in front of me makes me proud to be a pioneer. At this time, it's my honor and pleasure to introduce our platform guests. Audience, I'll ask that you please hold your applause until all our guests are introduced. Guests, please stand as I call your name and then be seated. Mr. Robert Williams, Chair. Dana Darby, Vice Chair. Ms. Debbie Cox, Secretary. Ms. Susan Givens. Mr. Rick Vernon. Mr. Justin Lewis. Colonel Jason Pavalchik, Vice Wing Commander of the 97th Air Mobility Wing, Altus Air Force Base. Senator Brent Howard. Representative Jared Kendricks. Ms. Roberta Brady Lee, City of Altus. Ms. Crystal Overton, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Melissa McMahon, Vice President for Business Affairs. Ms. Terry Pearson, Vice President for Student Support Services. Pastor Kevin Baker, Martha Road Baptist Church. Audience, please help me recognizing our platform guests. I would now like to introduce you to Western's faculty and professional staff. These individuals are experts in their chosen fields and take great pride in helping our students reach their education goals. Faculty and staff, will you please stand and be recognized? You may have glanced at the program and realized that there's not a traditional commencement speaker. You see, I've been an employee of this institution for almost 20 years. And you know what keeps me coming back every single day? It's these students. The opportunity to impact each and every one of them as they walk our halls is a tremendous blessing, and I'm so thankful for that. So I wanted you to have the opportunity to hear from a few of our students that have inspired me, and I know will inspire you as well. As many of you know, Western's nursing program is highly respected for quality men and women that it places in hospitals and clinics throughout the state of Oklahoma. At this time, please allow me to introduce our first student speaker, Mr. Matthew Swint.
Good evening. I'm here tonight to share with you a little bit about myself and my experience here at Western Oklahoma State College. Before proudly becoming a pioneer and a second career nurse, I did what most high school graduates do. I enrolled in college with no determined major in game, and that's completely okay, guys. In all honesty, I had spent a lot of my youth desiring to become a healthcare professional. This longing came from a few places, but ultimately it was from the influence of my grandma Phyllis. You see, my grandma, who I believe had hung the moon, solely raised 9 children after the loss of my grandfather while still providing for her family as an LPN. She was intelligent, strong, and she was a woman who put her faith and her family first, and she healed people wherever she went. I wanted to affect change like she did. In regards to my first round of college, during that period, I switched majors a couple of times, gravitating towards classes that naturally came easier for me. These were not math, science, or health classes, by the way. Coming up on my junior year and worrying that I wouldn't graduate in 4 years, that was some senseless rule I had made up for myself. I used my head instead of my heart and studied communication and marketing. I have no regrets about that decision. In hindsight, it helped me to build a strong foundation for the rest of my personal and professional life. I used that degree and successfully worked in public relations and marketing for the next 8.5 years. It's telling of my age. During that time, I met and married the love of my life. Let me tell you about this stunning woman. Amanda is the most selfless, caring, and compassionate human being you will ever meet. She's incredibly supportive of all my grand ideas, and she loves and trusts my vision for our family when I'm flexing on my spontaneous spirit. Let me give you an actual example. One day, while I was on my break at work, I intentionally stumbled upon the website okfosters.org. Write that down and visit that later, please, okfosters.org. Amanda and I had always talked about when starting a family that we wanted to adopt at some point. For some reason on that day, it was my some point. After getting home from work, I admitted to her that I had filled out online applications for us for adoption and foster care through Oklahoma DHS. I had this whole pitch prepared about how I was overwhelmed with the thought of these children and their circumstances, and that although this decision was sudden and partially out of left field, remember how I mentioned my spontaneous spirit, that there was never going to be a perfect way or time to start a family. Why not now? And before I could say anything or any of that, no hesitation, she said, okay, let's do this. I love that woman so much. So that's what we did. After hours of parenting classes, background checks, home studies, and mountains of paperwork, I got the phone call that we had been waiting for. Yes, Mr. Swint, we have a handsome and bright young man who's 9 years old. Would you consider? Before they even finished the sentence, I said, yes, of course we would. They continued, well, I also need to tell you about his two younger sisters, ages 8 and 7. Surprised but not completely intimidated, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But sir, he also has a set of 3-year-old twin sisters as well. Remember how I told you earlier I wasn't good at math? Like that was my best subject? Yeah, it took me a second to add that one up too. 5, I said, yes sir, that's right. I'm sure you'll want to discuss this with your wife. Knowing how I'd been going rogue and probably testing my wife's opinions on my sanity, I thought that's probably a bright idea. Only a year and a half into our marriage, my wife and I said yes to a sibling group of 5 beautiful children, all under the age of 10. This was absolutely life-changing, as you can imagine. Together, Ethan, Norma, Susanna, Emily, Adriana, Amanda, and myself became a loving family and a devoted team. We were an instant family of 7, and with the amazing support system of our family and friends, we were truly thriving. On many occasions, I recall asking my wife, can you believe we were doing this? There was no doubt in my mind that if we could do this, we could do anything. Let me be completely honest and real, though. We weren't a robot family or an Instagram family. We've weathered many challenges and had some scary times, but we've been able to push through and laugh about them later. Some memorable examples off the top of my head. Playing tag in the backyard, resulting in a broken arm on my birthday, I might add. Unexpected calls from the school principal. Going from the ball field to the ER to get stitches. House plumbing filled with hair bows and hair ties. Apparently that's a thing when you have 4 young girls. Using rocks to proudly write ABCs into the bumper of my truck. That one hurt. 80 loads of laundry a week, many of those loads containing surprises that are not found until they are melted in the dryer. And other things that aren't appropriate to repeat during a distinguished ceremony like tonight. Regardless, Amanda and I found our rhythm as new parents, and the kids were healthy and happy. Loving and caring for those 5 precious lives naturally demanded my wife and I to consistently reassess ourselves and what we wanted for our family's future. Because of this newfound motivation and our overall success as a family unit, old dreams became new and desirable again. While my wife, amazing wife, invested in herself and our family by completing her master's degree in special education, I also decided to get serious about becoming an RN. Amanda and I talked about how stressful this was going to be, the sacrifices that would have to be made, and ultimately the benefits it would provide for our family. We asked the question, is now the right time to do this? Well, I have heard it said before, there is no right time. There is just time and what you choose to do with it. The truth of the matter was, it was always going to be hard, no matter the time we tried to pencil it into our busy life schedules. Truthfully, I didn't want to have another birthday roll around, realizing I could have been another year closer to this dream of mine. I began researching on how to make that dream come true in the smartest, most responsible way for my family. That's when I found WOSC. There was an Elk City campus site 20 minutes away from my home in Sayre. The clinical rotations were predominantly at the hospital where I had begun working as an aide to gain a healthcare experience, and the classroom hours fit our family schedule. It really was perfect for us and the best way to accomplish my goal. With the blessing of my wife and kids, I applied to the nursing program, and as they say, the rest is history. Now, I want to mention how thankful I am for all the amazing people that I have shared this experience with. For the last 2 years, this group has been making time for the hard things, while enduring all that life has thrown at us. They've never given up, even though some would argue they had good reasons to. Instead, we rallied around one another and we demanded each other's victory. At one point, we could have stopped. We could have changed our minds. We could have decided to finish at a later, more convenient time, and this night would have still come and gone without us. But we didn't quit. We pressed in harder in spite of the stress, the unknown, and the required sacrifices. If anything, every unexpected turn or bump in the road made us more determined to succeed. There were many moments when tonight seemed like an eternity away. Now the reward is here, and we should all be so proud of ourselves for pushing through and for saying yes every day to our futures. So what was my favorite memory while I was at WOSC? December 1st, 2020 was a clinical day that I will forever remember. With the love and support of my instructors and classmates, I was able to use my break time to slip into the parking lot at Great Plains Regional Medical Center to join my wife and kids for a really special Zoom call with a judge. 3 years, 3 months, 21 days after we met our children, we were able to legally declare what we knew to be true in our hearts. Right there in that parking lot, their last names changed, they became mine, and they were ours forever. Amanda and I could have said, not now, maybe later, so many times during our family's journey, but I'm so glad we didn't let fear or uncertainty keep us from a lifetime of love. WOSC was a second chance for me in my ambition of becoming an RN. I have so much gratitude for the faculty, staff, administration, and my classmates. This community we have built has made it possible for all of us to use this time to manifest our hopes and dreams. For those of you sitting in front of me, I commend you for pushing through your own personal challenges and for capitalizing on the past 2 years. You have given yourself and those watching your journey a gift. You have proven that with belief and action, all things are possible. And to those both here and watching online in love and support tonight, possibly waiting on the right time to take the next step towards making a change or investing in yourself, I encourage you, why not now? Like I mentioned earlier, there's no right time. There's just time and what you choose to do with it. And depending on what dreams and goals you have in mind, WOSC might be a good place for you to start. It was for me. Thank you.
Tonight truly is a special night. We get to honor our graduates such as Matthew. Every graduate here has a story, and we're so happy to be here to honor them tonight. Tonight we have the privilege of honoring not only the class of 2021, but also the class of 2020. As everyone is well aware, the COVID pandemic halted many plans in 2020, including Western's traditional commencement ceremony. Although Western was able to provide a virtual ceremony, we wanted to afford the opportunity for any graduates that wish to walk tonight. Graduates, you've endured much. This has been unprecedented. The pandemic resulted in over 3 million deaths worldwide. It also caused stress, anxiety, illness, loss of jobs, increased suicide rates, just to name a few. However, we've also witnessed some really amazing things, such as the devotion of nurses and doctors that became surrogate family members when their family members were not able to be there. Through this pandemic, the human spirit has persevered. And being here tonight, you have demonstrated that you have also persevered. I encourage each of you to keep your fighting spirit and all that you have learned over the past year to help propel you into the future. At this time, I would ask the graduates from 2020 to please stand. Please help me in recognizing these graduates. Thank you. It is also my privilege to recognize some of the 257 graduates of the class of 2021. First, I'd like to recognize the class graduates who are receiving more than one degree. When I call your name, please stand. Amanda Baranek, Military Studies and Behavioral Science. Farah Dempsey, liberal arts and pre-education. Laylee Ramirez, liberal arts and HPER. Marilyn Alvarado, business administration and liberal arts. Lisbeth Mendoza, business administration and liberal arts. Caleb Walton, liberal arts and HPER. Walter Weaver, liberal arts and HPER. Maria Lara, liberal arts and behavioral science. Please help me again in recognizing these students. The next group of graduates that I would like to recognize are members of the National Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. Will these members please stand? Phi Theta Kappa recognizes overall academic excellence in two-year colleges. Students must have a minimum grade point average of 3.5 and must be recommended by the faculty. These students are identified by the gold stoles they are wearing tonight. Please help me in congratulating these outstanding students. Western also wishes to recognize those students graduating with academic honors. Cum laude. I would ask those students who are graduating cum laude with honors to stand. To graduate with honors, these students earned a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74 in all collegiate work taken. Please join me again in recognizing these outstanding students. Students graduating magna cum laude with high honors, please stand. To graduate with high honors, Western students must earn a cumulative grade point average between 3.75 and 3.89 on all collegiate work. Please help me again in recognizing these students. Next, I would ask those students who are graduating summa cum laude with highest honors to please stand. These students have earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.9 and the highest average possible, 4.0. Join me again in recognizing these students. Would our honor graduates remain standing? Tonight we have 13 graduates that have earned an A in every course in their collegiate career and have a 4.0 cumulative grade point average. Western Oklahoma State College takes great pride in their accomplishment and hereby designates these graduates as our honor graduates for 2021. They have been awarded a medallion and will also be awarded a gold honor cord. Tonight we have 8 of these students that are able to participate in our commencement ceremony. When I call your name, please come to the stage and receive your honor cord. Kathleen Baxter. Kimberly Gray. Alexia Faye Kidder. Adriana Martinez Ramirez. Jessica May Massey. Brett Perry. Jocelyn Smith. Jared Max White. Please help me again in recognizing the honor graduates. Jordan Benway, Student Senate President, has certainly left her mark on Western Oklahoma State College. Would you please help me welcome Jordan to take the stage for a student address and presentation of the 2021 Western Oklahoma State College Teacher of the Year Award.
It has been a pleasure to serve as Student Senate President this year. I'm honored to acknowledge the outstanding faculty and staff of Western Oklahoma State College that have invested in us daily. It goes without saying that this past year has been as non-traditional as a year can be. We appreciate the extra efforts that Western has provided in order to give us a quality education in spite of the challenges. Helen Keller once said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." This year proved that no matter how difficult times are, the Western family will always come together as one. One special instructor was selected as Teacher of the Year by the student body. These are the comments that the students made about our 2021 Teacher of the Year. "She has been an amazing asset to WSC. She has been the best instructor I have ever had. She makes learning fun, and she makes it stick with you. She makes interactive assignments and gets us thinking. If we are struggling, she investigates and gets to the bottom of why we are having problems, and she works to fix it. She has been the epitome of what a teacher is and should be. She is all about her students and seeing them succeed. She has gone above and beyond to help us succeed. She is making sure that more nurses are able to enter the field. She's extremely patient with her students, which I feel is extremely important, especially during this time. She goes out of her way to make sure that we are understanding the material no matter the different learning styles. This instructor took the time out to teach us. She also spent extra time during her office hours to provide worksheets to assess the information that was not understood. She was excellent and very approachable and helpful. She always made reviewing the information we learned fun, and the in-class activities she provided were awesome. I really was able to better grasp the information. She really showed that she cared about us as a person and our education. She goes above and beyond to ensure that the future nurses are knowledgeable and prepared for the future. She truly cares for students. She wants everyone to succeed. She is knowledgeable and is able to teach things in different ways so that everyone understands. She is the best teacher I have ever had, and I'm thankful to have been transferred into her class. She goes above and beyond and really cares for her students. She drives to educate her students the best of her ability. If something isn't working, she switches things up. She truly wants us to be great nurses. She always pushes us to do our best and really supports us. She encourages us to ask questions if we don't understand. I love having a professor that is able to advocate for her class and provides true student support. She is an incredible teacher. She cares so much about her students and wants them to succeed. Nursing school would not have been the same without her. She is one of the best teachers I have ever had. She deserves so much recognition. Please help me in congratulating the 2021 Teacher of the Year for Western Oklahoma State College, Kyla Rucker.
One of the many things that I love about Western Oklahoma State College is the diversity of our student body. Yes, we are the primary service provider in our 5-county area, but we have students on campus from all over the United States and all over the globe. We have students who enjoy all the comforts of life and those who struggle daily to keep food on the table. We have students who come to us with nothing but optimism for the future and those who walk through our doors in desperation and see Western as their last opportunity to turn things around. Our final student speaker for the evening has been an inspiration to me and to countless others on our campus. Please help me in welcoming Miss Deborah Lee.
I'm gonna try not to cry. Good evening, family. Good evening. My name is Deborah Lee. I would like to thank Dr. Wigington and staff for choosing me for this humbling experience. I am not your traditional student. I walked these halls back in 1985. After all these years, I returned to pursue my degree. Because, oh my goodness, life sometimes is about second chances. No matter how many times you fall, you just have to pick yourself back up and keep trying. No matter how many times you fail, you never give up on yourself. But when I attended these classes, when I attended Western in 1985, after 2 semesters, I left because life happened. I became a single mother, struggling at times to raise my daughters. I became an angry person. My anger only grew a few years later in 1993, when I watched my mother, a young, vibrant woman in her mid-50s, slowly deteriorate before myself and my family, as she was diagnosed with ALS. My mother was my hero, my friend, and anyone I can count on when I was struggling with anything. Listening to the doctors explain to us that there was no cure for this heart disease, I became angry and numb. By 1993, my anger only grew a lot worse. I would a life-changing experience happened that would change everything for me. I almost lost custody of my daughters, but I was determined not to give up. My daughters were my world. They were depending on me. I was not going to let this situation defeat me. I owned up to what I did. After all the years of struggling, trying to find myself, I bounced around from job to job, not knowing what I was going to do in life. But after talking to my daughters and them making suggestions that I return to school and to finish my education, I came back. It was a bit of a struggle for me to come back because of what I had did. I had a lot of people advocating for me to get back into Western, to finish my education, and not give up on myself. By this time, when I started back in Western in 2019, I also started to work here. I started working as a janitor, doing janitorial service here in the evening times. And then I had picked up doing my classes. I was working my classes, doing a janitor service in the evening. I had a lot of people pushing me, believing in me that I can continue on and finish, even though I wanted to give up. There was times that I had just wanted to give up, but my good friend and supervisor at night, Marianne Perez, she pushed me. My daughters pushed me to continue on. And with the help of the instructors believing in me, taking time and being patient with me, I continued on and I finished in 2020 with my degree. Even though every time I went to the bathrooms, to clean the bathrooms or the dorms, I said, Lord, I'm paying my dues. I'm paying my dues, Lord. I said, because I know you got something better in plan for me. So every time I would come to work and I would keep saying it again, Lord, I'm paying my dues. Even though I didn't like cleaning bathrooms, but I was like, this is it. I kept telling people something's better coming for me. Something's better coming my way. So I had started putting in different applications at different places. And then there was one job I had completely forgot about. And like 6-7 months later, they called me. They said, we have a position. Would you come in? So I went in, did the interviews and everything. And then I couldn't take that job because of health issues. They offered me a job driving the Southwest Transit around here in Altus. I couldn't do it because I was on medication that would prevent me from driving. So I was like, okay. So I had to put in a voluntary resignation. So a few days later, the lady called me. She's like, I understand you had to voluntarily quit. And I was like, yes. And then she's like, I think I have something better for you. So it's all about second chances. I was given a second chance. I took a position. I had to quit my family here at Western. I love my family. They still see me once. I try to come here once a week to say hi to everybody that I can, because this is my family. Everybody took patience with me in my classes, believed in me, and especially in the WINS lab. Mr. Wilson, thank you. Mr. Pate, thank you. I appreciate y'all's patience with me in class, in the WINS lab, pushing me to continue on with my education. And I'll tell you what, like I say, once a pioneer, always a pioneer. And I just want to finish with this quote by Maya Angelou. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it. Thank you.
Don't we have some great graduates? Let's congratulate them one more time. Would the members of the 2020 and 2021 graduating classes of Western Oklahoma State College please stand? President Wigington, Mrs. Lana Scott, Registrar, has certified that these men and women have met, pending final grades and/or summer completion, all the requirements for the associate degrees as developed by the faculty and administration and approved by Western Oklahoma State College Board of Regents and the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education. Therefore, as Vice President for Academic Affairs and on behalf of the faculty, it is my privilege to present to you these members of the 2020 and 2021 graduating classes of Western Oklahoma State College. I recommend to you that the appropriate degree be conferred upon each of them.
Upon the recommendation of the Vice President for Academic Affairs and the authority invested in me by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Western Oklahoma State College Board of Regents, it's my privilege to confer upon each of you the appropriate associate's degree, which you have earned as a result of meeting the prescribed requirements in your major field of study. Receive this degree with honor and pride. You have earned it. As Dr. David Goodman, Faculty Senate Chair, calls your name, please come forward.
Our first graduate couldn't be here tonight, and he really wanted to be, so we wanted to acknowledge Christopher Phipps with his degree in behavioral science. Jacqueline Smith, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Adriana Martinez Ramirez, Early Childhood, summa cum laude. Brett Perry, Liberal Arts, summa cum laude. Jared White, Biology, summa cum laude. Jessica Massey, Biology, summa cum laude. Alexia Kidder, Biology, summa cum laude. Kimberly Gray, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Kathleen Baxter, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Deborah Lee, Behavioral Science. Meadow Goodwin, Liberal Arts. Jordan K. Benway, Liberal Arts, magna cum laude. Gisela Cassandra Chavez, Liberal Arts. Kayla Diane Reese, Liberal Arts, cum laude. Rosalie Bailey, Liberal Arts. Christian Lachelle Foster, Nursing. James Thomas, Nursing. Farah Ann Dempsey, Liberal Arts and Pre-Education, summa cum laude. Gregory Miller II, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Eric Moreau, Agricultural Communication, Education and Leadership. Ethan Moreau, Agricultural Science. Celine Walker, Animal Science, cum laude. Ivana Harmon, Pre-Veterinarian Animal Science, cum laude. Brittany Michelle Freilich, Animal Science. J.C. McLemore, Animal Science. Kylie Renee James, Liberal Arts. Cherry Norwood, Nursing. Isaiah Alexander Fry, Nursing. Oscar Sims III, Nursing. Danitha Puckett, Nursing. Tiffany Robinson, Nursing. Andrew Perez, Business Administration. Sarah Perez, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Oscar Gaitan, Criminal Justice. Tessa Coleman, Liberal Arts. Heath Jackson, Liberal Arts. Harley Wood, Behavioral Science. LaToy Davis, Liberal Arts. Johnny Rengel, Liberal Arts. Alicia Ann Rengel, Religion. Kelly Aguilera, Animal Science, cum laude. Cheyenne King, Early Childhood. Brittany Adams, Early Childhood. Merrick Long, Criminal Justice. Brooks Cross, Liberal Arts. Kaylee Catherine Cross, Liberal Arts. Amanda Jane Davis, Liberal Arts, magna cum laude. Jaron Foster, Ag Business, magna cum laude. LJ Yekwo, Business Administration. Baylor Downing, Business Administration. Rocio Kiwi, Liberal Arts, magna cum laude. Samantha Marie Cook, Nursing. Candy Lynn Heimer, Nursing, cum laude. Allison Diane Trowbridge, Nursing. Courtney Page Toon, Nursing. Argentina Parker, Liberal Arts. Elizabeth Irvin, Behavioral Science. Daniela Fernandez, Criminal Justice, summa cum laude. Noel Atchley, Social Science, magna cum laude. J.C. Arias Hernandez, Social Science, summa cum laude. Cade Hicks, Biology. Cassidy McLaury, Nursing. Rebecca McPherson, Nursing. Kami Landolfi, Nursing, cum laude. Joanne Russell, Nursing. Stephanie D. Gray, Early Childhood. Amanda Baranek, Behavioral Science and Liberal Arts, summa cum laude. Alexis Augustine, Liberal Arts, cum laude. Elizabeth Mendoza, Liberal Arts. Janessa Reyes, Liberal Arts. Jennifer Ann Johnston, Nursing. Joby McLean Bush, Ag Science, magna cum laude. Eli Barger, Ag Business, cum laude. Wesley Lloyd Ferguson, Agricultural Science. Rebecca Ann Western, Nursing. Caitlin Taylor Taff, Nursing. Tammy K. McGee, Nursing. LaCosta Yvonne Whitfield, Nursing. Angela Latasha Galden, Nursing. Ashley Beeler, Nursing. Kendra Lynn Baugh, Nursing, cum laude. Hannah Jo Robles, Liberal Arts. Jasmine Gloria, Liberal Arts, cum laude. Vincent Gutierrez, Business Administration. Come again? Alexandrea Azuna, Animal Science. Baylin Granado, Biology, cum laude. Amy Mose, Liberal Arts. Daniel Franz, Liberal Arts, cum laude. Maria Lara, Behavioral Science, Liberal Arts, cum laude. Crystal Gutierrez, Biology, summa cum laude. Ryler Allred, Animal Science. Michelle Clare, Nursing. Amanda Weishaupt, Nursing. Taylor Ducey, Nursing. Kyla Phillips, Nursing. Colton Clyde Harrison Middick, nursing. Dustin Woodruff, nursing. Madison Ann Burke, nursing. Jamie McKenna Gilbreth, nursing. Presley Lane Franklin, nursing. Courtney Ellis, nursing. Jose Torrealba, Health, PE, and Recreation, cum laude. Johnny D. Felix Luna, Liberal Arts. Carson Kennard, Liberal Arts, magna cum laude. Carter Campbell, Liberal Arts, magna cum laude. Elijah Joe Harp, Physical Science and Engineering Technology. Davy Clare, Nursing, cum laude. Naomi Donnelly, Nursing. Hayden Lambert, Nursing. Hannah Nicole Nunley, Nursing. Essence Love, Nursing. Caleb Brown, Business Administration. Miranda Brinkley, Animal Science. Christopher Hayter, Physical Science and Engineering Technology. Araceli Jimenez, Physical Science and Engineering Technology. Crystal Dawn Garcia, Business Administration. Rosemarie Martinez, Behavioral Science. Katie Marie Beck, Business Administration. Darvin Betties, Criminal Justice. Lauren Lusk, Biology.
Graduates, please stand. In recognition of your accomplishments, you may now move your tassel to the opposite side. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the Western Oklahoma State College classes of 2020 and 2021. Please join me in congratulating them. Graduates, you may toss your mortarboard. stand. Stand for the benediction, which will be led by Pastor Ken Baker from Martha Road Baptist Church. After the benediction, please be seated and remain seated until the platform guests, faculty, and graduates have exited. Thank you for coming to honor our graduates, and we wish each of you a safe trip home.
Would you pray with me, please? Dear Father God, as we come before you, Lord, I want to thank you for this night of accomplishment. Thank you for each graduate, for all the hard work they put in. And Father, I just want to acknowledge that you are the God of knowledge and wisdom, and you've endowed that to us. Father, I just thank you for the Word of God that teaches us as we apply it to our lives. It gives us the wisdom and knowledge that you have, the same knowledge that you use to create the world. And Father, I just pray for your blessing upon these students, some that will go on to the next step in their college education, some going into careers, some may start tomorrow. We pray, Father, you go with them in every step of the way, blessing them, guiding them, and directing them. And we pray this all in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.